Welcome back and moving on to our first segment for today. As we mentioned in the beginning, we're talking about green economy, and this is something of great importance not only to Egypt but to the whole world. And we can see now that it is one of the most important points that is discussed, and also all of the world is now adopting new strategies and policies in, or let's say, under the umbrella of the green economy. So if we're talking about Egypt in particular, we can see how Egypt now is proactive in adopting the policies and measures when taking into consideration the sustainability and natural resources in Egypt on one side and the economic growth on the other side. So today we have the pleasure to have Dr. Neveen Nakhla, Professor of Business Administration. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So I believe when we talk about the green economy, the first challenging part is the balance between the economic growth and in the meantime talking about the sustainability and the preservation of the natural resources.
Yes. First of all, as we are talking since the 7th of November about the COP27 and how proud we are as Egypt to organize this big event. Also, Egypt has gained a lot of gains from doing this big conference, from having this big conference on the lands of Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. Also, as you were saying, before the COP27, Egypt for years has proved to be very proactive regarding climate change, regarding the green economy, regarding the sustainable development. And as you see from the Vision 2030, Egypt Vision 2030, the climate strategies, even the strategies of the green economy and circular economy, encouragement of the youth, encouragement of the private investors, all the ministries, you find that Egypt was very proactive regarding this issue of climate change. And also, as we see in the green economy, it's very important to do projects that will not affect our future, will not affect the future of our kids and grandkids, and to give the sustainability and to be really clean and green projects. Like you were saying, that the proactivity of Egypt was not only in the policies but also in the initiatives and in the implementation.
We have seen this when we talk about, for example, Egypt's vision of 2030. Now we can see all of the measures and policies adopted moving in parallel with the vision.
Exactly. And the amazing thing about our country and our political and the state itself is that everyone is implementation of all the strategies are in the same line. We have a very clear roadmap for the future and for the implementation of each ministry, and each part of Egypt is implementing with the same roadmap and the same vision and the same implementation. So this is very clear and very important. As you were saying, the projects not okay to have the sustainability beside the green economy. Sorry, we saw that there was the new platform of the Novi platform, which really collected a lot of finance for green projects and green implementations on the ground. For example, we see the Banban solar plant, the solar energy big project. We see the Suez Canal coming projects that are the memorandums that are signed during the COP27. We see a lot of wind energy projects, a lot of in all the directions.
And also, I believe all of the new cities also adopted the same vision and working on this, having such beautiful sites now in Egypt. In each area we have new city, a green new city.
Green new city. There'll be, by 2030, 40 Egyptian green cities, totally clean energy and green energy. And as you see the new capital city and what's going on in it now, and a lot of memorandums also was signed during the COP27. There is a very big solar program will take place in the new capital city, and a lot of investment, a lot of finance from all over the world is in the new capital city as well. To make it a very green environment and green city. On the other hand, you see the canals in Haya Karima program initiative, governmental national initiative of Haya Karima. You see the canals are being taken care of, and the green, the 100 million trees that are planted. A lot has been going on in Egypt for this.
Doctor, talking about the green economy and the green projects, this terminology now is very famous, and I believe now we have a great part that has to do with the social awareness.
Yes.
But if I'm talking about the youth, and how we can work more on this, adopting these policies and thinking now for the youth, how they are going to think if they want to do something in the future, it has to be something green as well.
Yes. We saw also during the 2 weeks of this very successful COP27 conference, we saw the Day of the Youth, and we saw the climate tech run competition, international competition, and we saw youth how they think. They're even
We've
more
seen kids even, or
exactly,
children. Yes,
exactly. They're very aware and very creative. Also, before the COP27, a lot of schools, a lot of universities, a lot of ministries, like the Ministry of Youth, the Ministry of Planning and Development, they had a lot of initiatives for green for the youth. We saw in rural areas in Upper Egypt. I participated in one of the initiatives in Upper Egypt, in Minya and Sohag and Luqsur, Aswan and Ina, to teach the young children. Okay, after giving them an awareness session, we taught them how to make the drawings from their imagination regarding how they want to see their environment, how they want to see their school, how they want to see their village. And I wish I had some of the. I took the photos, the drawings of the kids, and I wish I had them with me now. If I thought I would have got them. It's amazing. A very small village of Haya Karima villages in a very rural area in Upper Egypt, and if you see the creativity and the innovation of the kids and the imagination of the kids drawing the baskets, we taught them also how to recycle and how to separate the waste, plastic, paper, and the waste separation. And then the kids, they took the initiative to paint the boxes of
the 3 colors of the waste.
The 3 colors of the waste boxes, and they chose that by themselves where to put them. Some villages, they wanted to put them beside their schools. Some they wanted to put them on the corner of their village. And the happiness in their eyes, they are the representatives of the green economy, the representatives of the waste management.
I think when we say green economy or green projects, we're not only talking about materialistic things. We have to talk about how to harmonize everything together under this big umbrella, just as you mentioned now, because this is something of great importance with adopting the idea or the fact that no one is to be left behind.
Exactly.
So this is the most important part. It is cohesion.
Yes, I love this slogan, no one is left behind. And I love also Together for the implementation. And we have a full year, 12 months of presidency of the COP27 till next year. And I'm sure Egypt is going to accelerate a lot in all the industries and in all the sectors and the pillars of green economy, green, like even the visualization. As we were saying, the Haya Karima initiative, presidential initiative, one of the strategies or one of the vision of the initiative is to have the vision, the vision back of the greenery, the vision back of the beauty of Egypt. As you were saying, it's not only materialistic projects, it's also psychological and the eye and the vision. As you see, Mamsha Ahl Masr and all the Corniche, the Egypt Corniche.
I was just going to move on to this part because, you know, when we say green, I have also to talk about, I have two parts to talk about that I believe very, very important when we talk about green water sanitation.
Exactly.
And when we talk about green transportation.
Exactly.
Because this is the infrastructure.
Yes, and very important for our climate, for the decarbonization, for our children and our future of the whole planet. With the economical crisis and with the crisis around the world, like the COVID and so on. So it's very important that the whole planet will take action. And we started in Egypt with the green transportation. You saw in Sharm el-Sheikh all the buses were the environment friendly and the green transportation. And they are moving to all the cities back from Sharm el-Sheikh after the COP27. We saw thousands of cars moved to the project of the natural gas. We saw a lot of projects and initiatives. For example, what's happening in Egypt, the two monorails that are taking action right while we're speaking. Every moment there is acceleration and something taking place and
non-stop work, actually, non-stop efforts.
Exactly, 24/7. So the two monorails, you're talking about around 1 million Egyptian daily. They're saying that each monorail, the one of the new capital city and the one of the 6th of October, each one will carry around 650,000 person per day. And also the electric train and the light electric train. I know that one of them started already in the new capital city from Al Abour city, I think.
Yes.
And a lot of...
And actually, if it is in Al Abour, it is serving the whole area, because over there we have many cities like Shurou, like Badr, many different cities.
And it's a hub for transportation to all Egypt, even to Upper Egypt.
I remember years ago we used to dream of moving using transportation, and we need to stop using our cars, especially when we are moving downtown and the traffic and all this. So now I think we have the chance, because I can see a lot of people now, they prefer to use this the means of transportation instead of using their cars.
Exactly, especially to the Tagamma, to the new city. The bus is very well organized. I mean, very sharp timing, very clean, with Wi-Fi, and very respectably. You have your seat with the air conditioning.
And this will add again to the concept, or the fact that when we were talking, that all of these cities, when they built these cities, it was taken into consideration before building that there must be means of transportation, because if you are going to build it and just being isolated, so why are you building it? So now we can reach all over the country.
Exactly, and very fast. They say that the new monorail or the electric train will take to Alexandria in 45 minutes. Also, one thing I would like to shed light on, did you see downtown the place for the bicycles?
Yeah.
A special place now in the streets of Egypt for bicycle riding. And I've made this card of the bicycle. You can just take the bicycle from anywhere and leave it in the next station. So it's amazing. And also the new capital city, there is a place specialized for bicycles and motorcycles. So,
well, talking about all this, if I'm taking this from the economic point of view or the business point of view, for anyone, I'm talking now about foreign direct and indirect investments. Usually they make a plan or a SWOT analysis about the place where they are going to invest in. And we all know how Egypt is a huge market, actually.
Exactly.
Regardless of any challenges taking place all around the world, Egypt is a challenging market.
Yes.
Everyone would love to work in Egypt, actually. So how can these factors affect any of the analysis taken by any foreign investor to come to invest in Egypt?
First of all, Egypt is looked after from the whole world as a hub for a green economy and green investment. And we proved this during the organization of the COP27 and the Heaven on Earth Sharm el-Sheikh. Also, a lot of finance and a lot of memorandums and a lot of contracts already signed by the Ministry
It's
of...
a huge market, actually.
Exactly. We are very competitive on the competitive index. We are very competitive in the size. And
you know what? We are competitive also in the consumer.
exactly.
The Egyptian consumer is the best
But
worldwide.
we really want to change this.
Yes.
We want to be responsibly consuming because we are really, this is one...
of our habits, actually.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this one habit, His
need to
Excellency, our beloved President, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi was asking for us to
Please
really have
calm down, yeah.
calm down and have responsible consuming. But still, we are big, we are very competitive in our number. We are very competitive, as you said, in our consumption rates. Also, our purchasing power is not bad, I mean, not the best, but we have a percentage of people that have a good purchasing power. And also now, with all the awareness initiatives taking place, people are aware. People, they know what they should do and what they shouldn't do. It's not like a few years ago. Imagine 10 years ago, if you talk to people and you say to normal people, I'm not saying to researchers and professors and university or even university students, I'm talking to normal students in all governorates. If you say green energy, green clean technology.
Even if you talked about climate change,
our climate
no one
change.
was going to just to listen to you.
Exactly, they would laugh at you. But now, no, there is real awareness, there is real...
And we have seen this with our eyes, what is going on all around when it comes to the climate change and its impact. Fires and many disastrous, natural disasters.
Exactly, and thanks God, in Egypt we are very aware and a lot of initiatives, a lot of action. And we saw during the COP27 how many billions of dollars been put into real projects in Egypt. Like we were saying, the Banban project, the Suez Canal, the wind clean energy and electricity, a lot of projects and a lot of funding. And this is because of the years of infrastructure and the years of putting effort and serious work and serious vision into the grounds of our beloved country.
Right, Dr. Neveen Nakhla, Professor of Business Administration, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, always a pleasure.
Right, moving on to a quick break, then we'll be back with more on The Breakfast Show.